Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I've got a wild holiday story for you, one that involves a little mischief, a Christmas plan gone rogue, and me sneaking out for the holidays when I wasn't supposed to. You won't believe what happened when my daughter-in-law said, "Christmas at my mom's. You stay home." Well, I had other plans. So grab some cocoa, sit back, and get ready for some Christmas drama you'll never forget. It all started with a simple sentence, but little did I know, it would turn my Christmas upside down. My daughter-in-law looked at my son and said, "Christmas at my mom's this year. You stay home." My heart skipped a beat. Stay home? On Christmas? Me? Impossible. I could almost feel the lights dimming in my soul as I tried to digest the words. I remembered the Christmases past, the laughter, the warmth, the chaos of our family gatherings. And now, I was supposed to sit at home, twiddling my thumbs, while everyone else enjoyed the festivities. No, that wasn't going to happen. I had to take matters into my own hands. I started planning, secretly, carefully. Like a spy on a mission, I scoured the internet for flights, comparing prices, looking for the fastest routes. I packed my bags quietly, sneaking gifts and snacks into my suitcase while humming Christmas tunes under my breath. Of course, packing was not without its challenges. A rogue ornament fell off the shelf and nearly hit me on the head. Wrapping paper rolled across the floor like a rebellious snake. Socks flew into the air like festive confetti. And somehow, my cat managed to get tangled in the ribbons. It was chaos. Beautiful, hilarious chaos. Finally, with bags zipped and tickets in hand, I was ready. I took a deep breath and whispered to myself, "This Christmas, I'm going to my family. No one can stop me." The morning of my secret Christmas getaway had arrived. I woke up early, heart racing, mind buzzing with excitement and maybe just a little nervousness. Today was the day I would leave unnoticed for the Christmas I had been dreaming of. But nothing ever goes smoothly, does it? First came the task of moving the suitcases, quietly, stealthily, like a ninja. Only, my cat had other plans. 1 minute, the suitcase was in place. The next, it was upside down, and the cat had declared it her new throne. I tried to reason with her. I really did, but she just gave me that look, the one that says, "Not today, human." Next, I had to gather all my essentials: wallet, passport, tickets, phone charger. I even triple-checked that I hadn't left any presents behind. But somehow every item I touched seemed to create chaos. The coffee mug tipped over, spilling a river of warm coffee across the table. My slippers went flying like they had a mind of their own. And the cat, well, she was having a great time, batting my socks around like they were toys from Santa himself. Then came the moment I dreaded most, saying goodbye to the house. I tiptoed from room to room, checking that everything was in order, praying no one would notice my absence until it was too late. Every creak of the floorboard made my heart jump. Every sound from the living room set my nerves on edge. I half expected the furniture to whisper, "Where are you going?" And of course, there were last-minute obstacles. The wrapping paper I had carefully folded the night before decided to unravel itself at the worst possible moment. A rogue ornament rolled across the floor, threatening to alert anyone nearby. And somehow, I managed to get tangled in a string of Christmas lights. There I was, struggling like a festive spaghetti monster, thinking, why does this always happen to me? But finally, I managed to escape the chaos of my own home. Bags packed, essentials in hand, heart pounding with excitement, I was ready to step into the adventure of a Christmas I would never forget. Little did I know, the real adventure was about to begin. At the airport. The airport. That magical place where excitement and anxiety meet in a chaotic dance. I stepped inside, luggage in tow, heart racing with anticipation. This was it. The first step toward my Christmas freedom. Of course, nothing ever goes as planned. The first challenge was parking. It took 3 circles around the lot to find a space. And naturally, I chose the farthest one from the entrance. Because of course, I half joked to myself, at least I'm getting a bit of exercise before Christmas dinner. Inside, the airport was a whirlwind of travelers, luggage carts, announcements, and that unmistakable aroma of coffee and pretzels. I clutched my tickets tightly, eyes scanning for any familiar faces who might recognize me. Or worse, report me to my daughter-in-law. But thankfully, the coast was clear. Next came the security check, a true test of nerves. Shoes off, bag open, liquids in a clear bag, and my phone almost decided to escape from my pocket. The security officer gave me a look, but I smiled nervously. All good, I mumbled, trying not to imagine this being reported in the evening news as the Christmas fugitive. Finally, I reached the gate. The boarding area was buzzing with families, travelers, and people just like me trying to get somewhere special for the holidays. I found a quiet corner, settled into my chair, and watched the planes take off, imagining the Christmas reunion that awaited me. The excitement was palpable, almost like the air itself was charged with holiday magic. Of course, no airport scene is complete without the inevitable delay. The flight was pushed back by 30 minutes. I sighed, checked my ticket again, and thought, well, maybe this is a test of patience, or a chance to grab one last airport pretzel. Finally, the boarding announcement came. Heart pounding, I wheeled my suitcase toward the gate, feeling a mix of triumph and anticipation. With every step, I imagined the hugs, laughter, and warmth waiting at my family home. Nothing could stop me now, not even the chaos of an airport. And as the plane doors closed and we began to taxi, I allowed myself a moment of pure, unfiltered joy. Christmas was just ahead, and this year, I would be there for every single magical second. Finally, the moment I had been dreaming of for weeks, the family home. As I stepped through the front door, I was hit by the familiar sense of Christmas freshly baked cookies, pine from the tree, and the comforting aroma of home. It was as if the house itself was whispering, "Welcome back." The first to spot me were the kids. Their faces lit up like Christmas lights. They ran straight into my arms, little feet barely keeping up with their excitement. "Grandma, you're here! You came!" they shouted, almost in unison. My heart swelled. This was why I had made the journey. Hugs and laughter followed. My siblings and cousins joined in, enveloping me in warmth and cheer. The chaos of holiday preparation was alive and vibrant. Rolling pins clattered in the kitchen, ribbons and wrapping paper flew across the living room, and the Christmas tree twinkled proudly in the corner, as if celebrating my arrival. I looked around at all the familiar faces, each one smiling, each one part of the story I had been missing. And for a moment, I let myself breathe deeply, letting the tension of sneaky flights, late-night packing, and airport chaos melt away. I was home, truly home for Christmas. Of course, no family reunion is complete without a few surprises. My cousin had baked an extra batch of cookies just for me, knowing my weakness for chocolate chip. My nephew insisted on showing me a new trick he had learned with his toy train set. And my siblings, well, they had turned the living room into a small winter wonderland, complete with fake snow that seemed to find its way into every corner of the house. I laughed, genuinely, freely, and for the first time in weeks, I felt completely at peace. The little annoyances of my daughter-in-law's Christmas rules seemed like a distant memory, almost silly now. Because this was Christmas in all its glory. Laughter, love, chaos, and togetherness. As we settled down to start the evening, sipping hot cocoa and sharing stories, I realized something important. Sometimes, the best Christmas memories come from the moments you fight a little for. From the courage to say, "I'm not missing this," and from the joy of being with the people who truly make you feel at home. Meanwhile, back at my son's house, things were interesting. My daughter-in-law had just finished her morning coffee, scrolling through her phone with that confident look of someone who was completely in control. She glanced at the calendar, then at the Christmas decorations she had painstakingly arranged, and smiled to herself. Perfect, she thought. Christmas at my mom's. Everyone's in their place. And she'll stay home. No chaos this year. But as the morning progressed, a tiny crack appeared in her plan. She checked her phone again, and then the messages started, one by one. Friends, relatives, even my son. Suddenly, they were sending photos, asking why I wasn't home, why the house was so quiet, why nobody was calling her Merry Christmas. Her confident smile began to falter, and then she saw it. The confirmation email. My flight. Right there on her phone. Plain as day. She stared at it in disbelief. No, it can't be, she whispered. She booked a flight? On Christmas? My son, of course, was standing nearby, trying to look innocent. Oh, yeah. Surprise? He mumbled. He looked as guilty as a cat caught knocking over the Christmas tree. But it was too late. The plan had unraveled. I can only imagine the chaos that followed. Phone calls, texts, frantic glances toward the empty living room. Every moment she realized I wasn't home must have been like a small Christmas tragedy for her. And I have to admit, I felt a tiny pang of guilty amusement. The irony of it all wasn't lost on me. Just a week before, she had confidently declared I would stay home. Now, I was hundreds of miles away, enjoying the laughter, hugs, and warmth of my family while she discovered that Christmas doesn't always go according to plan. It was a subtle, sweet victory, a reminder that sometimes a little boldness and a little cleverness can make the holidays even brighter. Christmas morning arrived in a flurry of excitement. The house was alive, tree lights blinking, stockings hung with care, and the smell of cinnamon and freshly baked cookies drifting through every room. The kids were up before the sun, running through the halls like little reindeer on a sugar high. Their laughter echoed off the walls, bouncing around like festive music. And I couldn't help but join in laughing, chasing, tripping over stray wrapping paper, and loving every chaotic second. Breakfast was an adventure in itself. Pancakes were flipped, bacon sizzled, and coffee brewed non-stop. Somehow, in the midst of it all, my cousin managed to drop a tray of muffins onto the floor. The dog claimed to immediately, and the cat, well, she was judging all of us from the counter. I laughed so hard, I nearly spilled my cocoa. After breakfast, it was time for the games. Board games, charades, even a makeshift indoor snowball fight using cotton balls. The living room became a battlefield of laughter, teamwork, and the occasional friendly argument over the rules. And let me tell you, no one played fair. But that's the beauty of family, isn't it? Cheating is forgiven when it's followed by giggles and hugs. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, a culinary battle was taking place. My siblings and cousins were preparing Christmas dinner, each trying to outdo the other. Flour flew, utensils clattered, and the aroma of roasted turkey mingled with the smell of something mysteriously burnt. And yet, somehow, it all came together in a feast that felt like love on a plate. Of course, I had my own role, wrapping gifts, taking photos, keeping the kids from dismantling the tree too early. It was exhausting but exhilarating. Every little mishap, from toppled ornaments to runaway ribbons, felt like a part of the Christmas magic. And through it all, I thought, this is exactly what Christmas should feel like. By the afternoon, we gathered around the tree to exchange gifts. The joy on everyone's faces, the excitement in the air, and the laughter that erupted after every surprise. It was perfect. And I realized something. Sometimes, the best holiday memories come not from perfectly planned events, but from the beautiful chaos of being together. As the sun set, the house glowed with lights and warmth, and I sat back for a moment, sipping my cocoa, listening to the laughter, and feeling a deep sense of gratitude. Christmas wasn't about rules or restrictions. It was about love, laughter, and the people who make life meaningful. Just when I thought the day couldn't get any better, my phone buzzed. It was a video call from my daughter-in-law and my son. I smiled, knowing this was going to be interesting. I answered the call, and there they were, my daughter-in-law, eyes wide, trying to hide her disbelief, and my son, looking a little sheepish. I waved, trying to look calm, but inside, I was grinning from ear to ear. "Merry Christmas," I said cheerfully. "I hope you're enjoying your quiet home while I enjoy the chaos with the rest of the family." She froze for a moment, then burst out laughing. My son chuckled too, and soon, all three of us were laughing together, the tension melting into holiday cheer. I gave them a quick tour of our chaotic living room, the kids running around, half-eaten cookies on the table, ribbons tangled everywhere. "Looks like you're having fun without me," I teased. "But don't worry, I'll save you some cookies." She shook her head, smiling. Next year, we plan together. No secret flights. I laughed, nodding. Deal. But this year, I think we both learned something important. Christmas is about joy, laughter, and being with the people who matter most. The call ended, and I looked around at my family, the room glowing with Christmas lights, laughter filling every corner. And in that moment, I realized sometimes the best Christmas memories come from a little boldness, a little mischief, and a lot of love. This Christmas, I didn't just show up, I made memories, shared laughter, and reminded everyone that family, fun, and love are the true gifts of the season. And as I sipped my cocoa, surrounded by hugs and laughter, I smiled. Because this was exactly where I was meant to be. And that's how my Christmas adventure went from stay home to a full-blown holiday memory I'll never forget. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon so you never miss another crazy family story. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. And hey, drop a comment below telling me what would you do if someone told you not to come for Christmas. I'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching and Merry Christmas.